So I splashed out a bit. I bought an xTool M1 10-watt laser cutter and engraver and vinyl cutter. So I thought, well, what's the first thing I could possibly do? And my first thought was, if I use bread, it doesn't matter if I screw it up. It's a learning curve. We're going to start somewhere. I thought, again, if I go wrong or it doesn't work out, okay, I'm not wasting material. I can just eat it, toast it, make pudding with it. Doesn't matter. So I thought, what's the next thing I could do? What image could I do on it? And I thought, well, let's give this a go. So I've got this image in mind. I've just kind of done a bit of fancy bits and bobs with it. So it is currently 85% power at 20 millimeters a second. It's doing 3 passes, which means that it will go over the same lines 3 times to get a better or deeper cut. Let's see what it comes up with. So there's a slight yellow hue on the image, on the picture, because the glass that sits on top of the unit has UV filters in it. Because it is a very high power laser, you don't want stray laser beams flying around and maybe damaging your eyes. Not really the kind of laser eye surgery you'd want, certainly from a unit like this. The sound you can hear that the fan noise is it's got a built-in extractor fan, so it gets rid of any fumes. At the moment, because it's just bread, that the fumes, or the smell should I say, is just being pumped into the kitchen, which has sort of your normal ventilation systems and windows, etc. But for most other materials, I'd highly suggest using a proper ventilation system. It does have it does come with an exhaust pipe on the back, which you can vent out. But as it's just bread and it's my first project, I thought, I'm not really bothered about the smell of toast. The tube you see that's kind of across the front of the image at the moment, that's something called air assist, which basically just blows cold air down through the laser hole, which stops the material that it's cutting or burning or etching or engraving from burning, and secondly it gives it a bit of a cleaner image. But for this, again, it's just bread, so I'm not particularly bothered. Might be able to distinguish what the image is at the moment. Might be able to see what it is. Okay, full disclosure, this is my 3rd attempt, just because the first one was just a test, didn't work too well. Second one, the video was colossal and I couldn't squeeze it down to get it onto Twitter, so I'm doing this again on a lower resolution video. The laser itself is actually bright purple, but because of the UV filter on the screen, on the lid, it just looks white. Shows that it's working. There we go. What do you think? That's quite cool.